Shalom, call Halal Allah Yahweh, or Yahweh Shah, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God, Bahashem, which is in the name of Yahweh Shah, which is the name of the only begotten Son, okay, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, and I want to give a shout out to the Akim is pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, into the confusion of faces whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. Though you may look like one of the heathen nations, you're scattered amongst. Same things if your seed line goes back to one of these tribes through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and this truth, and you can receive it, then you are an Israelite. To the few sisters that do listen and learn, shalom to you and to the elect of the nation of Israel, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who this word is going out to, shalom to you. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you consist and make up the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? You are the Hebrew Israelites by blood. That is your true nationality, not black, not Latino, not Native American. Okay, you are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? You are the chosen people of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And I'm back with the lesson. Okay. We at the end of this thing, you're starting to see America's own allies basically, turn completely against America. So it says nothing to do with NATO or F-35. U.S. pressure over S-500 is about Turkey's sovereignty, Erdogan says. Washington is blackmailing Ankara because Turkey is becoming a key independent regional player, President Erdogan said after U.S. threats to block all advanced weapon supplies to its NATO ally if it buys the S-400 off Russia. Okay? So, Turkey's a part of NATO. Okay? And they're against Russia. They support NATO was, set up as an opposition against Russia, but now you have, first of all, you have the EU. Okay, the EU, they're about their own business. They're no longer with America. Now Turkey is doing this. The U.S. will not supply the 100 F-35 stealth jets that Turkey has already purchased, nor will it consider selling surface-to-air missile Patriot systems to its NATO ally if Turkey deploys the Russian S-400 air defense complexes. The Pentagon stipulated on Saturday, replying to the latest American threats. Erdogan noted that Washington's pressure was due to Turkey's increasing independent course of action when it comes to national defense and regional affairs. And what this is once again, is Mark this is Mark 23 and 3 and 23, and he called on to him and said unto him in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. If a house be divided against itself, that cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and he be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. Okay? And NATO, America is the head of that, and that's falling apart, okay? Alongside, the fighting back and forth within the inside of the Edomites, okay? Now you have this. And you also have the EU also against the America, okay? Who are also, most of those European countries are also Edomites, okay? It says, let me see where I left off. It says, replying to the latest American threats, Erdogan noted that Washington's pressure due to Turkey's increasing independent course of action. Okay, I read that, so that's what it was. Excuse me. Everyone knows that this issue has nothing to do with either NATO or the F-35 project, nor the security of the U.S. Recep Erdogan said Saturday the issue is not about S-400. It is because Turkey takes action of its own will regarding regional deployments, particularly in Syria. Turkey insists that diversifying its weapons suppliers and reinforcing its air and missile defenses with the Syrian war still unfolding on this border and following the 2016 military coup attempt are vital to its national security. Ankara has molded the purchase of the U.S.-made Patriot system, but Russia offered better terms with no strings attached for its superior S-400, an offer the client could not refuse. Okay? The U.S. continues to threaten Turkey with consequences in the form of various sanctions if it goes ahead with the $2.5 billion Russian deal. Washington sees the Russian system as a potential threat to its own weapons. Because it tells you in Joel, the second chapter, okay, how basically how America's system, okay, when it comes to these missiles, how America's systems, okay, defense system, it won't be able to stop, okay, the missiles. Quickly paraphrasing it. Okay, this is for another video. Okay. It says, particularly the F-35 insisting that NATO members should only purchase from within the bloc to maintain an interoperability. Okay? That's not the case anymore, man. Okay? Okay, this is Isaiah 30. No, Isaiah 33. It says, Isaiah 33:1, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and deal treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And America has dealt treacherously with every single nation, and mainly being the nation of Israel, okay, ever since, man. And now it's coming back to bite them, man, okay? Hold on. I'm gonna read. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay? He falling in their own pit. Let me see. Yeah, this is it. Behold, okay? This is Psalm 7:14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. And that's all he has brought, okay, upon the whole entire planet, man. Okay? Falsehood, mischief, okay? He's basically scammed these nations, okay? Stepped on, walked on these nations as if they were nothing, okay? Gave them the short end of the stick, bullied them around, and now this is what's happening. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate, man. Okay? So this is what's happening. You reaping what you sow, man. Okay? I'm going to read the last little bit, then I'm going to finish this lesson off. It says, while the US 400 F-35 rogue goes on, Ankara and Washington are also trying to work out their disagreements over the Syrian Kurds, whom Turkey considered terrorists, but whom the U.S. has been arming for years. At the same time, Turkey, along with Russia and Iran, is a guarantor of the ceasefire in Syria, which has been successfully implemented in several areas throughout the country. So that's the article, man. Okay. This Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy, okay, all the men that was so-called your friends or allies, had brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in them. So that's what's happening, man. All the men, okay, that America leaned upon, okay, or trying to lean upon, they're turning away from America. Okay, they're no longer coming for America for help or assistance. They're going against America. Okay, because this is Ezekiel. This is what's happening. Ezekiel 38. Verse 1, I'm going to start the first verse. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. That's excuse me once again, that's Russia, and say, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, that's Iran. Ethiopia, that's Cush, that's the Hamites, the so-called Africans, and Libya, also Hamites with them. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. That's Turkey. Okay? Be thou prepared, prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto him. So that's what's taking place. Okay? Turkey is turning, okay, towards Russia and pushing away from America. Okay? Turkey is basically seeking, just like the rest of the nations are doing now, are seeking cover or defense from the Russians, because the Russians have the power right now. Okay, even though America is still in power. Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay, so all these nations that so-called allied or allies with America is really against America. Okay, that's why, and they see that here. Okay. Revelations yeah, let me start right here. This Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, that's the EU, symbolic for the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, NATO, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate. And who's the whore? America. America is the whore, man. Okay? Babylon the Great. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn with fire. So what's going to be burned? What's that going to be? Okay? The missiles, man. These missiles. Okay? That's why America, okay, does not want any sort of weaponry bought, okay, from Russia or any what was that? It slipped my mind. That word slipped my mind. Or any big predator, or not predator, any it just slipped my mind. America doesn't want allies to bow or cooperate with any of their main arch enemies. That's what I meant to get out. Okay? But that's exactly what's happening. You know? And this was going to happen eventually. This is Revelation 17, verse 17. For Yahweh had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Okay? So this is what's taking place. Okay? So you're going to have these other nations, and you also going to have the so-called allies of America. Basically, something's going to happen to where they just turn completely when all hell breaks loose and this war pops off, okay? It's going to be something where these allies, which you really see it now, okay, are going to turn on America. It's going to be America against the world, basically. And it's already like that now, man, okay? That's what's going to happen, man. But it's all through the will and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, okay, to bring destruction upon this place, man. And we're close to seeing this, okay? So, Lord willing, this was a real short video. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Shalom, and to the hopeful elect.